Getting voles out is really fun, although I have been bit a couple of times. That's not nearly as fun. They can be very squirmy, it can be difficult.
And they're adorable, and it's really fun to hold them and feed them.
You get soggy, you get cold, you get hot, you get sweaty, but you kind of keep going for the voles.
I think they're often underestimated. We call them our little charismatic microfauna.
It's kind of crazy. It's like there's stuff all over the place. My tent's all soaked. My clothes are all soaked. Just kind of, getting the full feeling of Alaska right here.
Hi, I'm Sammy Demers. Welcome to Outside Science Inside Parks. Did you ever have a pet hamster? In this episode, we're catching voles in Alaska. They're a relative of hamsters, but instead of running on a wheel in a cage, they run across the forest. It's important to monitor these little guys because that can tell us a lot about the forest health and all the animals around here. Plus, they sure are cute.
We are in the Rock Creek Valley of Denali National Park. We are doing long-term monitoring of voles, and we have 3 target species that we're looking for out here. And so what we do is we set up 4 grids. Each grid has 100 traps in a 10 by 10 grid. And we are going through and checking those traps and seeing what we find.
Yeah, so we set the live traps. They're baited with the little nestlets and the sunflower seeds, and when we get a vole or any of the other target species in there, we get them out safely, and then we weigh them, sex them, and then record their species and their body condition, and the weight of them kind of tells about the age of the animal.
And then we scan them to see if they have a pit tag. And pit tags are how we identify individuals. So it's a tiny little tag that is similar to what you would use for a pet, and they allow us to kind of give a vole a name or a unique identifier. And what we're trying to do is get a population estimate based on how many times we recapture animals and how many times we capture new animals.
And then we do a DNA swab, so know who's related to who out here, and then we set them on their way.
They can give us a really good idea of what's going on in the ecosystem as a whole. Foxes, lynx, raptors, so many things eat them. So if their population declines, it can impact those predators.
The first morning of trap checks is like Christmas morning for me at this point, because I've been doing this for so long that I'm like, what's it going to be this year? What do we expect?
Oh, it's a blackback. Wait, everybody come back.
No way! So we caught a blackbacked vole, and so far this summer we have not caught one yet, so it's exciting because he's super cute and a little feisty.
It's a fun experience to be out in a place like this and bringing kind of a spectrum of ages here and kind of getting the next generation of scientists going.
It's been a really fun learning experience, and they're really awesome, and I've really enjoyed it.
I'm one of the few that has no experience with this stuff whatsoever. I mean, everyone here has been really great in helping me. They're all super nice, and yeah, I mean, I honestly couldn't ask for a better group for my first excursion.
I definitely think waking up early in the morning and putting on your wet gear and putting on your wet boots with your wet socks and walking outside where everything's also wet and you're cold, and I think it builds a lot of character because it's being able to do something even though it's very hard.
But that's kind of what makes it rewarding. You understand after doing things like this what you are capable of, and there's power in that as well.
I love it. You get to see some of the most beautiful, untouched wild places and know that you're taking good data that informs good management decisions for those beautiful natural places to keep them pristine. And working outside is great. I love it. It's a great experience. It's like a fun camping trip all the time.
I mean, if you're a little bit soggy, you just keep charging through, and like, part of getting the data is a really cool experience, so you do kind of get a reward for doing that. Like, how many people get to go look at a vole up close and kind of check them out a little bit?
I mean, this stuff's really interesting. It's really fun too. It's definitely opened my eyes a little bit more to this, the small mammal aspect and research like that.
He loves this thing.
I'm happy as long as I'm out here.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.